Hey everyone, Carlos here with Bearable Traders, and here's my recap for today. We had a very good watch list, but the stocks I traded did not trade as clean or so well. So we'll go over this tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern time in our pre-market show, and we'll go over how these stocks traded. But the talk of the day, of course, you're going to hear about this a lot throughout social media and things like that, and YouTube. BPTH has been unreal. Opened up today around 1701 was the low of the day. Previous day close yesterday was 12. And just look at this, just taking off, hitting 70 plus. 73 was the high of today. I mean, just unbelievable. This is unheard of. So again, a lot of people took. Hopefully, if you did take this trade, you made out and you didn't risk much and you was able to make some here. But again, the reason why you don't want to chase parabolic moves is because look at this right at here. So it starts dropping. It drops literally 20 plus bucks, and then from there does not recover. So imagine anyone trying to get in here, have the fear of missing out, getting in here in this area, and now the stock is at 39.32. So the sad thing about this is there's going to be a lot of good traders today that are going to have their accounts really beaten up because of chasing this move. So you never want to chase a parabolic move, because what happened here could easily happen here or anywhere else in this chain. You don't know where that's going to happen, so why take the risk, right? Yes, it's great getting in here, and a lot of people are going to be posting, oh, look at that, just happening live now, opening down at 30 or below, right above 30. And again, just you don't want to be stuck in this situation. It's not worth the risk. So that's BPTH today. Just been insane. Let's look at my first trade here. So let's go over to KR. So KR, I was looking at the 5-minute chart. It has sold off, popped up nicely right before the open. Then it seemed to have some momentum, like it wanted to keep going. So I got in right at the 934 candle, hoping that this was going to continue to go higher. It did not. The minute it started selling off, I just got out. And now looking at it now, although I got in at the 934 candle, I should have waited for 935 for a pullback. So this was my mistake here. I got in way too early. Looking at this now after the fact, I know I like to wait for that pullback before jumping in. And actually, here I probably would have not gotten that pullback because it just continues to sell off. All right. So then just not the best trade there, but I was stopped out immediately as I realized this thing can continue to drop towards the low of the day. Then it did settle in a little bit. It started getting down here. This was the low of the pre-market at one point, very close to it. So once it held that and it came back up, I got in for a long, and I'll show you in the 1-minute chart. Actually, there was a lot going on in this trade. Yeah, here we go on the 1 minute. So we got a nice double bottom here in the 1-minute chart. Double bottom. I got in right when I saw this mini bull flag here up being formed. I jumped in here. When it popped up here, I actually hit my hotkey. I traded live today with the chat room, me and Brian. I hit the hotkey here, but I got filled horribly. I mentioned that in the chat room, so that was not a great fill. Then the price started stalling, and this stock has not been trading well all day, very choppy. So I took some off here just in case. Again, did not continue to push above these moving averages, so I took some more off just to play defense on this. Then it finally did this beautiful pop here. And actually, before this happened, it came down, was dropping down here. And again, I just keep having these hotkey errors. I hit the wrong hotkey to get out here, and I got an error on it, and then it pops right back up. So I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm still in this. And then out of nowhere, you get this squeeze, this huge squeeze to the moving average above 25 and all the way to 25.20. So I took everything out here. Since the price has been so whippy on this and just all over the place, the minute it came down, I just took everything out here and didn't wait for this to consolidate or decide what it wants to do next. And glad I did, because again, it sold off. It eventually did a nice, beautiful pop over here. Came to VWAP on the 5-minute. You can see, and it comes up all the way up to 26. So it did a beautiful trade there. Now on HZNP, same thing here. I saw ABCD pattern forming. It looks strong. 5-minute candles look great too. But look at this great ABCD pattern. I'm getting in a little late here, so when I got in, it lost momentum. It dropped down, so I got stopped out. Then again, it tests VWAP, comes right back up. I get back in here, have a better entry at this time, and everything's going fine. I have my stop loss set up somewhere in this area below this candles. It consolidates, and then out of nowhere, we're starting to grind higher. We get this huge drop. This happened just in a second. Quick drop. I immediately hit my hotkey to get out. Then it bounces back and it does this beautiful move we were waiting for. Look at the 5-minute chart. Again, just this week got me stopped out, unfortunately, and then it turns into a beautiful trade, which is the move we're looking for. Hitting this previous day high and low here, and then also the previous day close. Basically doing a red to green move. So unfortunate that this wick stopped me out. But again, guys, it's very important that you stick to your rules. Yes, it would have been nice to wait and see this come back to my break-even point and then give me this beautiful move. But these are things that are unexpected with the market. You got to be prepared for it. So that was a bigger loss than I anticipated because this was a real wash down. I lost about 20-30 cents here in this big drop. This happened so fast. So I got stopped out there for a little bit bigger than what I wanted to, but that's okay. That's part of the market. Sometimes you get these situations where you get caught in a wash down on your trades. Then the next one I had was BURL. BURL, I tried to catch a reversal on this. It looked great. It looked like it was holding this level, and it still is. Still holding this 145 here. Just doesn't want to break that. So I'm not sure what it's going to do next. But again, here it was kind of doing a double bottom. You have one here and one also here. And the 1 minute chart, you can see it clean as well. But the 5 minute chart looks a little better. So I got in here for a long. It did pop up. I took some off here, then took the rest once it started coming down before it got to my break even. Then again, it levels out here, starts coming back up. This time less shares because it is later in the day, so I don't want to risk too much. And I already had a lot of trades in. It felt like it was one of those days where I traded quite a bit, although looking at it now, it doesn't seem like much. Got in here for a long possible reversal, a lot less shares. Stop loss at 144 because this seems to be the low of the day, and got stopped out, so I gave some back there from this win here. So again, red day for me, not a bad day. It's just this loss was too big. This loss on HZNP, and it was because of that wash down. So nothing you could do about that. Just gotta make sure you're ready to hit your hotkeys when things like that happen, because they will eventually when you trade stocks long enough. All right, guys, so that's my recap for today. Hope you guys had a good day, and I really hope all of our viewers and members did not get hurt by this BPTH. Let's look at what it's doing now. Again, it's just dropping now here. So I really hope that none of anyone, period. I mean, this is not great for anyone that chases this to get stuck in this, but unfortunately, that's part of the market. And hopefully, you manage your risk properly and are very careful with these low flow stocks. Take care, guys. See you guys tomorrow, Friday, 8:30 Eastern time, as we close out the week. Let's see how these stocks traded. We'll go over them tomorrow, and then we'll get our watches ready for the day. Take care, guys.